This story takes place a long time ago, in another world, where talented warriors, trained in martial arts by the gods they worshipped, protected the people from criminals and demons. These warriors were called Samurai. This tale finds its roots in the village of Aki, where, according to legend, samurai were blessed by the raven god Tengu. It is said that the samurai were able to defeat their opponents with a single blow. Their leader, Susanoo, was an unrivaled fighter, master of the arts of winds and storms. She was so fierce and brutal on the battlefield that she could be mistaken for a man, a beast, or even a monster. A bitter rivalry between the two commanders of the Aki and Natsu clans escalated into a violent war that plagued their villages for many years and showed no signs of stopping anytime soon. At the heart of this unending chaos starts the tale of the samurai Jinmu, an orphan raised by Susanoo. One day, in the village of the Raven, our hero was finishing his training. As he'd done since a young age, Jinmu warmed up in the dojo, following the training required by the village chief. He was the most promising disciple. He put in quite the effort, firmly hoping to one day play his part in the protection of his people. He knew this for sure. The Natsu clan leader, Amaterasu, was no man to call a truce. Jinmu knew the origin of the Natsu clan like the back of his hand. Like everyone else, he was aware that Susanoo's eternal rival had betrayed her twice, turning against his own allies and mercilessly slaughtering his comrades to satisfy his selfish desires. It was because of Amaterasu that Jinmu had lost both his father and his mother, whom he had never known. And so Susanoo had to raise him in their stead. Yet it was not out of vengeance that Jinmu wished to fight, but to protect his own. It was from this unwavering determination that he drew his strength. Jinmu's training was coming to an end, culminating in a final challenge against his friend.
Finally catching up, eh, little... Boast all you want. You want...
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I won!
His confidence was not misplaced. None of his seniors or superiors could defeat him. But even though Jinmu outstripped all his peers, he still hadn't managed to surpass his master.
Hello.
Jinmu, at last you've arrived. Are you ready to complete your training?
I've been...
Yeah. 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 لعبه بفلوس. Yeah. Yeah.
I won! I did it!
What spirit?
I'm sure I can.
That arrow.
Does that...
Very well. I know. Your training is complete, and I can now give you your weapon.
Oh.
The katana is a samurai's best ally. Carry it with you wherever you go.
Weeks passed, and unfortunately war broke out once again. It was time to head out to battle. The Aki clan advanced through the valley to respond to the Natsu attack, and Jinmu hastened to join Akiku and his fellow samurai. But he lost track of his friend, and naively plunged into enemy lines to find her.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Jinmu soon faced a formidable...
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Did he just call us traitors? Why? They are the traitors. What? Fire?
Despite Tengu's protection, a fire seemed to have broken out. Who could unleash...
You're a little more skilled than the others, but you're starting to tire. Don't be disappointed. It's normal to bow down. No one had landed a blow on me in ages. It's just luck. The weaklings I've faced over the years have made me let my guard down. It won't happen again.
I can keep standing up to you. If you give up, we can still spare lives. Jinmu. Anatsu.
You're fighting. You must. She does.
You're.
Be.
Still trembling, Jinmu looked around him. The battle was over. Despite significant losses, Aki had come out on top. Yet despite this victory, thoughts collided in Jinmu's head.
What was he talking about? His daughter? Could it be that grandmother has been hiding things from me? All these corpses. As many Aki as Natsu. Is
Jinmu, you're back. Not even a scratch. I expected nothing less from you. We managed.
The Natsu will... Why not...
Jinmu,
I think...
you must...
That's...
Enough.
Grandma.
You cannot understand.
We have to...
It's impossible.
Impossible? Jinmu, please stop! Listen to your leader!
You know the punishment.
You leave...
You don't understand. Give up and I can forgive this offense. This deceitful fox has confused your mind. Come back to your senses.
I can't move.
Jinmu, go.
Go?
I condemn you to. Take your weapon.
And so Susanoo banished Jinmu from the village and exiled him to the mountains. Jinmu felt completely lost. The history of his clan, the atrocities committed by Amaterasu, Susanoo's just cause. Where was the truth in all of this? And where were the lies? Who was his daughter? What was the real reason for this conflict? He remembered very well the story his grandmother had told him. In ancient times, Amaterasu had received the blessing of the mischievous goddess Kitsune in exchange for his blind devotion and unwavering submission. He then began to massacre all those who did not join her cult. That was the origin of this endless conflict. At least that's what Jinmu had been convinced of. Until yesterday. Now he wasn't sure of anything anymore. Did death, lifeless bodies, pain and cruelty really have a meaning? Deep in Jinmu's soul, a conviction was beginning to emerge. This war was futile and it could be stopped. And while he was lost in his thoughts, Jinmu continued to advance toward the mountains. The grass became snow as the fresh air of the valley gradually gave way to the icy cold of the peaks. Without realizing it, Jinmu had arrived to the mountains. Legend had it that it was beyond these summits that the abode of the gods was located, and that before inhabiting the valleys, the first samurai had trodden this same snow. But today, it would have been surprising for anyone to inhabit such an inhospitable climate.
I can't go any further. Where am I? I'm...
Young Raven.
Who are you? Here? How can anyone survive in these forbidden mountains? No matter.
No one would have the strength to survive the storm of Orochi without my protection. Young samurai, who are you? And
My name is Jin.
a ronin?
Because I disobeyed my chief's orders.
Susanoo. So
You don't look very young.
insolent! I still have some resource. Let that be a
With the exchange of
your necklace.
What? But it's my mother's necklace. What else has
Long
Susanoo been
before
hiding
you
from
were
me?
born, I was the first human to meet the gods who came from their garden across the Bridge of Destiny. They taught me the art of the blade to protect mankind, and in turn, I passed on this knowledge to my peers so that they could continue this sacred mission. We took the name of Samurai. Under our watch, peace reigned, and the world was in harmony. You know them as mortal enemies, but at the time, Amaterasu and Susanoo were my two best disciples. There was a healthy rivalry between them, and they were close as only a brother and a sister can be. Time passed, and each started their own family. Susanoo adopted an abandoned child and raised him as her son. That was your father Oku. As for Amaterasu, I agreed to give him the hand of my heiress, with whom he then had a single daughter, Kushina. Life could have kept flowing quietly like this, but one day, my daughter fell gravely ill. Amaterasu prayed to the gods to save his wife, but in vain. He then turned to me, begging me to let him enter the garden of the gods to heal her with the divine water. But my loyalty to the gods came first, even before my daughter, and I refused his request. Amaterasu never forgave me, and thus his pain turned into hatred. This was when Kitsune, the fox goddess, chose to pour her venom into the ear of this suffering man. She promised him the survival of his beloved and the power to protect her. In return, Amaterasu had to commit to devoting himself exclusively to Kitsune and renouncing the other gods. Blinded by his pain and by the rage of feeling abandoned, my former disciple agreed to this pact. True to his word, he established the exclusive cult of Kitsune, and, ready to do anything to save his wife, he ruthlessly killed those who refused to follow his madness, and he even ended up seriously injuring me. Susanoo might have been able to reason with Amaterasu, but without warning anyone, she had already gone to fetch the sacred water for him. When she returned, she found the village in flames and bloodshed. Devastated by this bout of madness from the man she had always considered her brother, she swore not to let these crimes go unpunished. And in her quest for justice, she returned to the garden to implore the help of the gods. It was Tengu, the raven god, who answered her call. Under his wing, and with the help of the survivors, she built the Aki clan. And that is when this merciless war began against those whom Amaterasu had rallied under his banner, the Natsu clan. As for me, I am now the guardian of the bridge that leads to the Garden of the Gods, so that the influence of the divine never causes such ordeals again.
Kushina. That's my mother's name. So that means...
Jinmu.
But then...
Great. Your...
But you...
Do...
Thank...
Jinmu, disturbed by these revelations, stayed a while with the Fuyu clan, using his time to train and think.
Ah, you've beaten me again. You're probably the strongest samurai I ever faced, aside from Izanagi.
It's still... Me.
The story Izanagi told Jinmu had convinced him that he should stop the war himself. The two rivals, blinded by their hatred, would listen to none but their idols. But Jinmu would force them to return to fight them for it. Then so it would be. Fortunately, he felt like the words of the samurai had opened a way for him. With a fresh impetus, Jinmu quickened his pace. If he could convince a higher being to help him, that power might be enough to end this madness. He just needed a push to rise to their level. The blessing of a god who would work...
I should have known. I cannot let you cross.
Just one last... Only a god can...
Bringing a supreme being. I am the god. I failed to stop you.
Yeah. 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 Here!
Here!
Here! Here! Here!
This power, it belongs to Orochi. These snowstorms were your doing. What a hypocrite. You received and you exalted, but your idol is weak. If I could cross swords with my grandparents, then I can defeat you.
All I can do.
I promise.
I read.
Jinmu had triumphed over the first samurai and prepared to enter the realm of the gods, his confidence and determination renewed.
Here I am, finally in this legendary garden. Magnificent. No painting could do it justice. But it is strangely empty. No, I feel like I'm being watched.
Who dares enter our lands? It's been a while since a mortal disturbed us.
My name is Jinmu.
Don't.
I...
Am I?
No... Are...
How? What a...
Your... Grand...
Let-
If so...
Injury.
That's...
Well,